What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz. Hope you guys are having a good one. I just want to go over a quick article and take a quick look at the market first. Right now we got Bitcoin at 86.12 and the market cap overall 416 billion, almost 417. So I want to talk about this article quickly. Petition calls for SEC to allow for ICO remediation. The SEC should give past initial coin offering organizers, the chance to seek remediation in light of possible violations, according to a petition filed at the agency last month. The petition was penned by Liquid M Capital, a broker, dealer, and fintech firm acquired by Templum earlier this month, dated January 23rd, and received by the agency. 3 days later, it was signed by Liquid M CEO Vincent Molinari and Templum CEO Christopher Pallotta. At its heart, the petition recommends that the Commission provide an opportunity for issuers of tokens to ICOs that took place prior to the promulgation of related guidance by the SEC the opportunity to remediate their illegal offerings. Put more simply, it's calling for the SEC to provide some leeway as the agency itself ramps up enforcement around the blockchain use case. The letter argues, Chairman Clayton recently stated that he has yet to see an ICO that doesn't have sufficient number of hallmarks of a security. This has left many token issuers in a situation where they have already issued tokens which more than likely violate the federal securities laws, but given the lack of regulatory guidance, were unaware that they needed to either register their offering or ensure it complied with an exemption. Molinari and Pallotta wrote that they believe issuers should be given a chance to remediate their illegal offerings now that clear guidance has been provided regarding ICOs by the SEC. They also recommend that any remediation should be accompanied by a right of rescission to all purchasers of the tokens, which would refund the purchasers' investments if they did not wish to proceed with a remediated token. Liquid M and Templum says such recourse would also help the SEC fulfill its obligation to protect investors and markets. So I'm not going to read any further. Basically, the rest of it just talks about Liquid M Capital, etc. So what does this mean? This basically means that there are a lot of companies that issue tokens that after Chairman Clayton made his remarks at the Senate Banking Committee hearing on cryptocurrencies, a lot of token issuers are now worried because he basically said, not in these exact words, but pretty close, all the ICOs out there are securities. All the tokens are securities. He said pretty much exactly what he said was he has yet to see one that wasn't. How many did he look at? I don't know. But this basically is leaving a lot of companies in a situation where they are unsure of their legal standing. Okay? Now, I'm pretty sure this only or mainly affects companies that are inside the US or that knew clearly that their token was a security but still marketed it to people inside the US. Now, most companies, if they're outside of the US, to cover their ass, will block US investors from participating in the token sale. So what can they really do to those companies outside the US that talk to their lawyers? Their lawyers said, don't sell to US residents. So yeah, okay, some did KYC to make double sure that no US residents were getting in. Some just had IP blockers in place, so if you had a US IP you couldn't participate. So what can they really do to those companies that did what they needed to do to cover their ass? Because these companies were really not geared towards US investors. So how did they violate any US laws? So And I don't see too many companies that are based in the US. There are some, yeah, but what can they really do? I think what they're going to do is go after these companies that are in the US, or that, like I said, allowed US investors, even though their token was blatantly a security. Now, what I'm taking away from this is they're shooting to give these companies a chance to make their token compliant legally, without any repercussions. And that's what they're trying to make happen. You know, basically these companies are in violation of the law. Give them a chance to get legal, since there was no definition prior to that. Okay, there was no guidance on ICOs, very little I should say, prior to this. So what that means is a lot of these companies are going to have to really change the way their token operates. For example, maybe if it paid dividends, but in order to make it compliant, it can't do that anymore. Okay, so where does that leave investors that got in because it's a dividend token? Basically, it's also saying that basically make the companies refund the money to those people who do not want the remediated token, because that is not why they got involved in it. Again, I don't really see this affecting too much unless the company's based in the US or marketed it towards US residents, like I said. Now, what they could do to stop US residents from buying tokens that are not based in the US later on, you know, for example, we have Poloniex. I'm just using that as an example. It's a US exchange. All right, they could make it stop listing tokens that are deemed securities, okay, because that is a US exchange. They could also make exchanges from other countries stop allowing US residents to register. This is where decentralized exchanges are going to come in, okay? We need more decentralized exchanges. There's been a shit ton of problems with EtherDelta. I'm very, very disappointed in EtherDelta, and unfortunately EtherDelta has the most volume out of any decentralized exchange. So we need something to take the place of EtherDelta so that we can buy these tokens in case something like this does happen. Okay, and I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not trying to create a panic or FUD, but if they wanted to kind of crack down on a lot of these ICO tokens, those are some of the measures they could take. So I just wanted to go over this decentralized exchange real quick. This is decentralized. However, there is not enough volume on it yet. We need to get some more people using it. But idex.market, okay, this uses a smart contract like EtherDelta. You set up a wallet, you can import a wallet, and you use it just like EtherDelta. It operates the same way. However, it looks like a regular exchange. It's even got charting tools. So very cool. I really like the idea, and maybe more people will use it, but we need more of these. We need more decentralized exchanges. So that's going to be the future. I really think so, especially when you have a lot of these regulations coming out. They're saying, well, you can't do this anymore, so we're going to put this in place. Okay, we'll just go buy it on a decentralized exchange. You can't stop me. All right, so decentralization is key. Decentralize everything. Let me know what you guys think of the article, and let me know if anybody has experience with this exchange, IDEX. Follow me on Twitter at TruthBlitzMedia, and make sure you guys subscribe to that Block Party podcast channel in the description. and I'll see you guys next time.